Welcome back to the FlipNerd.com REI Classroom, where experts from across the real estate investing industry teach you quick lessons to take your business to the next level. And now, let's meet today's expert host.
Hey guys, what's up? I'm Chase Thompson from the Note MBA podcast. Today we're going to be talking about my 3 tips for content creation here in the REI Classroom.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more.
Alrighty guys, today we're going to be talking about my top 3 ways to create content for your business. No matter what business you're in nowadays, whether you're a baker, a real estate investor, a lawyer, it doesn't matter. You need to be creating content, right? We all know this. We're all marketers now, but how do we do it? So in a lot of the work that I do when it comes to real estate investing and a lot of the marketing consulting that I do for businesses, I like to cover these 3 topics because it really helps people out. The first is going to be in research mode all the time. It's a lot of like that old movie Glengarry Glen Ross when they're like, always be closing, always be researching, always have in your mind the conversations you're having with people, whether it's at the supermarket or your kid's school or a garage sale or you're actually talking business, whatever it is, have kind of either a mental note, use your phone, write it on a tablet, whatever the case is. Always be researching for content you could be putting out in an email newsletter, on Facebook, anything like that, guys. It's very, very important. You have to kind of put on that journalist mindset to always be looking for great angles and great things to be talking about with regards to your business, to your marketing, and that kind of thing from a content creation perspective across all of your platforms that you're using, whether that's just email or Instagram or Facebook or whatever. And on that note of being a journalist, the next tip is to find the angle. Most recently, I was helping a real estate investor. He was having trouble kind of marketing this home he was working with. It was a really cool deal. He was talking about how the guy couldn't make the mortgage payment anymore and all this kind of business. But he couldn't find a JV investor for this one, even though he knew this family really needed it. Well, why did this family really need it? Well, the guy, the person that owned the home, he stopped making payments because he couldn't anymore. He's diagnosed with cancer, blah, blah, blah. Well, his son was going to come in and assume the loan. And this was a really interesting thing. He wanted to kind of keep this home in the family, right? And so I've never seen an episode of it, but I was like, man, that sounds a lot like The Sopranos, right? Like keep it in the family, very mob, very gangster. So what did we do? We found the angle on this particular deal. He sent out an email with The Sopranos, at the top little picture. He got so many click-throughs, so many people read it. He had 6 people reach out to JV with him on this particular deal. And of course, only 1 could. So then he had 5 other people ready to go. But he found the angle. So when it comes to content creation, always be researching like a journalist and find the angle like a journalist. The last thing when it comes to content creation that's really, really important is the 80-20 rule. This is Pareto's principle. We all know it. 80% of your gains are produced from 20% of your activities. I like to flip this on its head a little bit when it comes to content creation. When it comes to content creation, 20%, 30%, 40% of your time needs to be around creating that content. The other side of it needs to be about promoting that content. I see it all too often in big businesses and with individual investors. They spend all of this time coming up with this great blog post, this great video, this great piece of content, and then they post it to one platform. Or they send it out one time ever. They never retweet it. They never re-put it out on Facebook page. They never re-put it on their Instagram. They feel like people are just going to go, oh, didn't he post this video or this photo a month ago? Oh man, he must, not be able to have enough time. It's ridiculous. You need to be spending that 20, 30% of your time creating that content and that 80, 70 promoting it. Find a better way to put it on Twitter. Find a different way to put it on Facebook. Find a different way to put it on Instagram. Find a different way to put it in your email. Find a different way to put it into your presentations when you're talking to potential JV investors. Whatever it is, find your right ratio for you, but you need to be promoting that content you're creating a lot more than you currently are. And the only reason why I say that, having never looked at your content, is because it's true. Period, flat out. I've looked at enough of it to know it's true. So guys, always be researching. Find the angle in the homes you're looking at, in the deals you're looking at, and the content you're creating. And of course, 80-20 that stuff. Spend a decent amount of time creating it, but spend a whole lot of time promoting it, and you'll get a lot more traction. Alrighty guys, we'll catch you next time.
If you're an active real estate investor already doing deals and looking to double or triple your business, you should consider joining the Investor Fuel Real Estate Investor Mastermind. We're a small group of investors that share our best practices, tips, and tricks with one another in an effort to all win. Real estate investing can be a lonely business for successful real estate investors, but it doesn't have to be. Investor Fuel members meet 4 times a year, but we talk to each other 365 days a year, and we focus on improving the profitability of our businesses, improving the quality of our lives. That's why we do this, right? And making an impact on those around us so we can truly leave a legacy. We limit our membership to only 1 to 2 members per market, so everyone shares their knowledge, tips, and tricks openly and honestly. Our members include some buying 1 to 2 houses a month, up to some of the most respected investors and leaders in the real estate investing industry, some of which have personally done over 1,000 deals. If you'd like to be considered for our invitation-only world-class mastermind, please visit investorfuel.com to request your personal invitation. Our next meeting is coming up quickly. Go to investorfuel.com now to learn more. Please note, the views and opinions expressed by the individuals in this program do not necessarily reflect those of FlipNerd.com or any of its partners, advertisers, or affiliates. Please consult professionals before making any investment or tax decisions, as real estate investing can be risky. Are you a member yet of FlipNerd.com, the hottest real estate investing social community online? If not, you can join for free in less than 30 seconds and get access to hundreds of off-market deals, vendors in your market to help you in your business. And you can start networking with thousands of other investors just like you. Get your free account now at FlipNerd.com. Please check out the FlipNerd family of real estate investing shows, where you can access hundreds of expert interviews, quick tips, and lessons from leaders across the real estate investing industry. They're available at FlipNerd.com/shows, or simply search for FlipNerd in the iTunes Store.